And we should be live, hopefully. Welcome everyone, welcome back Trooms to another Cdpr Red stream. So this caught, I think, everyone off guard because I honestly was not expecting that we're gonna be getting another, well, semi-major update. Especially because they're calling this update 2.1. Everything else is a patch, a hotfix, but this is an update. And as they said, they're gonna be giving us some hotly expected features. Now, before we begin, I just want to say thank you everyone for coming to the stream. We have more than 160 people watching right now. Thank you again for stopping by. I see a lot of familiar faces. Hey Zura, what's up? Hunter the Cinephile, hi Troom, what's up, what's up? Hi. So, there's a few things that we have to cover right away. First off, New Game Plus is not a new feature. This has been confirmed again by Marcin Momot from CD Projekt Red. So if you were expecting New Game Plus or anything similar to it, well, it's not happening, sadly. Now, when it comes to other things, I don't know what's happening because, to be honest, I think we need to contain our excitement and our hype for this update because being it's one of the last updates, if not the last update for the game, except for some patches, I wouldn't expect something huge, but rather maybe a feature or two which we haven't seen before, but I don't know, you know. But getting a New Game Plus would be cool, but yeah. There was also a question about multiplayer. I doubt they're gonna be adding that, especially because if you're thinking about multiplayer of Cyberpunk, we have to think about a few things. Okay, so if it's gonna be multiplayer, it has to be co-op. It's not gonna be anything else, because if they decided to have multiplayer now for Cyberpunk, that would mean new content, that would have to be patches and everything else, which is not something I think Cdpr is willing to do, especially now that they're transitioning to Unreal Engine 5. I doubt they're gonna be going into multiplayer and then fixing that for months to come. So yeah. New weapons maybe? I mean, new weapons would be a more logical thing than something else, to be honest. Like even third person, I would love to have third person when I'm walking around, you know, but again, big feature, it would require a lot of time, and to be honest, if they wanted to put in like New Game Plus or third person perspective, they would have included it in 2.0, to be honest. I mean, I know, maybe I disappointed a lot of people with what they were expecting, but I don't want people to go overboard. Red Kid 4. Yeah, I mean, Witcher is getting a mod editor, hopefully in the future. I mean, the Red Kit that they've released, or the Red mods that they've released for Cyberpunk, it's alright, but it's not the greatest thing. It's not like the full suite, the full package where you can create stuff. So maybe, if mod editor for The Witcher is successful, maybe eventually they do it for Cyberpunk as well. We'll see. Another expansion? No, that's not happening. Oh man, I would love another expansion, but it's not happening. So, no new expansion, New Game Plus, absolutely not, and that's pretty much it. So, we have a few things also to talk about. So, besides Cyberpunk, Rockstar just tweeted out, so trailer for GTA 6 is coming on December 5th, 9 AM ET. Just so you know, this has been just tweeted by Rockstar Games. We're getting GTA 6 trailer on December 5th. And also, we have this to open up. So I'm going to be opening this up soon. So this is the new Gfuel / CD Projekt Red The Witcher collab. This is a package which has the top, the flavor, and a lot of new things that we're going to talk about, but yeah. FSR 3. Yeah, I mean, FSR 3 would be kind of the thing that people were asking for, but when they say hotly expected features or anticipated, I mean, that's just broad, because a lot of people want different stuff, big stuff. That's gonna explode, yeah. Gfuel Gaming. Hey Scorch, what's up? They're releasing the Ultimate Edition in a couple of days. How can someone think they're announcing a new expansion is beyond me. Yeah. I mean, I would love to have a new expansion for this game. Phantom Liberty was fantastic, and to have another one would be great. But sadly, it's not happening. Maybe for the next Cyberpunk game. I mean, Sasko is moving to Boston soon, so that studio is being set up. But I mean, after all of this happens, it's gonna be a while until we get anything Cyberpunk related. All of the future stuff is going to be Witcher related anyway. So just to repeat one more time, no New Game Plus. It has been confirmed again that New Game Plus is not happening. But I'm gonna be honest, it's kind of nuts that they decided to do it today, because today is my birthday and they decided to have the stream today. I actually planned to stream anyway, to have like a community hangout, so to have like this 1 hour pre-show is nice. Good advice on not getting overhyped. Yeah, I mean, staying realistic is the key. When does it start? It starts in 50 minutes on twitch.tv/cdprojectred. But we're gonna be following it from here. They're not actually showing it on YouTube. They showed it one time. They actually showed the stream one time on YouTube, but they decided not to do it. Oh, thank you. Thank you everyone for the wishes on Twitter, in DMs. Thank you for the wishes on Discord. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you. I mean, it's kind of a nice birthday surprise, to be honest, to have this update. So the update is releasing on the 5th with the Ultimate Edition, but they're just gonna be announcing some stuff, so don't expect it today. Obviously, all of the mods which you have, well, most of the mods which you have, especially script mods, they're going to be broken. So my advice before this update 2.1 came out, I know it sucks, you have to do it all over again, but delete the files and everything and then reinstall from the beginning. It's going to give you the smoothest experience, because we don't know like how much they're gonna be changing in 2.1, especially when it comes to mods. Thank you everyone for the wishes. Thank you so much. 50 minutes. So it's starting at 4 p.m. Central European time, and now it's 3:10 technically Central European time. FSR3 is on the way. Even AMD have stated it on their website. Yeah, a lot of people have been asking for FSR3, and I was surprised it wasn't included on release, but I mean, better now than never. Better now than ever. All right, before we get into this, let's now open this thing up. So this is the Gfuel, as I said, the Witcher collab. Huge thanks to Gfuel for actually being a friend of this channel, and I've been an affiliate with Gfuel for 2 years now, and as all of you know, I don't take a lot of sponsors or take sponsors in general, so to have a company which is normal and pretty amazing to work with, I'm always happy to like you know, do this stuff, especially because it's a collab with The Witcher. Johnson Abram, thank you so much for your donation. Thank you for the kind wishes. Thank you. Script mods, can you just disable them, then re-enable them? Depends which ones. Some of them just get broken. And not just script mods, but also prerequisite mods, which you can run script mods with, get broken. Or, well, they have to be updated. So, yeah. So, yeah, this is the new collab. Let's open it up. So it's a big box. I'm gonna be honest, I wasn't expecting a box this big. It has a very nice opening. It like has these magnets on the side. So if you open it up, I don't wanna break this. I don't know how this, let me do this. All right. So when you open it up, this is how it looks. This is actually very nice texturing here. Look at this, very nice. So we open this, and first thing we see is this. So I think inside there should be like two like pictures, like Geralt and someone else, will see, but it's very nice. It's textured here. Let's open it up. So, oh yeah, this is it. So you get these two. Wait, let me put it like this. You get these two. It has actually very nice glossy texture, and even like the image inside, it has this, I don't even know how to call this, very glossy feel to it. So yeah, this is it. This is how it looks. Very nice. I'm gonna be most likely framing this and putting it on the wall just because it looks so good. All right, it comes in like this this envelope, so that's nice. Let's get this back. Also, besides that, we have just standard stuff like the sticker, and we have this Gfuel GNC. I'm gonna be honest, I don't know what GNC is, but let's get to the main thing now. So one thing which you get is this thing. This is stainless steel, and it's actually very nice because it has like the shaker cup and everything in it, so you don't have to worry about this thing like putting it like inside and then, you know, losing it like I do. So yeah, you get this thing. It's very nice, high quality stainless steel, and the actual texturing, wait, why can't I close this? Okay. And the actual texturing is very nice. It actually has this stainless steel Gfuel at the bottom, but yeah, it's very nice. It's actually similar to this cup, the Resident Evil 4 one. It's basically like the same, and I really like how this one is, so I'm gonna be using the Witcher one, of course. You also get this thing, a vial, if you want to put some Gfuel, I guess, but yeah, you get this vial because, you know, it's a Witcher potion, so it has to come in these little, like, you know, things. You get a keychain right here, this one, very nice. Actually, I have like 5 of these, like different versions of this symbol of like the School of the Wolf emblem medallion. And the main thing is the tawny oil potion, the cup, very nice. This is the black currant, so we're gonna be trying this, but I'm gonna be using a different shaker because, well, this one is straight out of the box. I don't want to do that. So yeah, this is the package. You can get it on gfuel.com, and if you want to support the channel, you can actually go and type in LKM code, and you're gonna be getting, I think, a discount, and you indirectly or, well, directly help the channel at no additional cost. So again, huge thanks to Gfuel for sending this birthday gift. It's very nice. Put your potions in it. I got the Witcher keychain, like that from GameStop back when the Witcher 3 first released. Yeah, I have a lot. Like, but one of the best things I have is from Pure Arts, and it's this thing. Wait, let me just, if I can. It's this thing. So with the statue that's here, you also get this. You get Johnny's dog tags, and it says, like, let me again do this. Robert John Linder. This is it. It's very nice. And we can see that he is O negative. Blood group. Wait, that's not it. I can't. This is. Well, I don't know how to do this. Here you go. Robert, man, this camera is so bad. Nope, it doesn't want to sharpen it up. But yeah, it's very nice. I like this one a lot. I like this one a lot. So yeah. Like Stalker merch. Yeah, I'm looking forward to Stalker. Yeah, I mean, it's a powder. Yeah, it comes as a powder. I still need to finish The Witcher 3. It's a big game. Yeah, it's a big game. Not gonna lie. Like, one of the things which I really enjoyed, like, for example, when it came to The Witcher 3, was just hunting for armor. Those scavenger hunts, I love that so much. So if he has a blood loss, he's screwed. Yeah, pretty much. But I don't think Johnny is, you know, bothered by that now. Being, you know, it's all, how would I say? He's Engram and all, so I don't think he's bothered by that. Oh, we got Escobar, my friend. What's up, bro? What's up? Are we gonna see The Witcher 4? Not today, my friend. So, The Witcher 4 right now, or well, the next Witcher game, we still don't know. Like, people assume it's gonna be called The Witcher 4. I don't think it's gonna be called that. But right now they have half of the studio working on it, so think 300 to 350 developers. The rest are basically now being transferred from Phantom Liberty and Cyberpunk 2077 support onto the Witcher development. So that's going to take a while. I don't expect to hear anything about the next Witcher game for at least 2 years. And also, Next year we're getting the mod editor, so pretty much that's gonna be for that year. I doubt they're gonna be doing anything else. So yeah, but I mean, you know, we're getting hopefully GTA next year. I mean, we have the trailer for GTA in 4 days, so 9 a.m. ET. Rockstar just said that, and I'm gonna be honest, I'm gonna be covering it a bit. I mean, I said in my previous video that I'm gonna be covering more games now, so just keep in mind when I say I'm gonna be covering more games, I still think Witcher and Cyberpunk are going to be #1 on this channel. I'm not gonna be deviating from that. I'm not gonna stop covering Cdpr games because that's the thing I like doing, and that's one of the main things I do. Ethereal Dreamer, thank you so much. Happy birthday, LKM Cdpr fan for life. Thanks to you. Thank you so much for your donation. Thank you so much. Thank you. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna be covering GTA and other, I mean, besides GTA, when it eventually comes out. Before that, we're gonna be covering, or I'm gonna be covering a lot of RPG games. So games that I usually play. It's not going to deviate from the channel too much. So when I say different games, I still think similar games that I play and I think people will like. You know, playing through Batman Arkham series still impressive. Yeah, I played Arkham Knight like 2 weeks ago. It's still so good. Thank you, Ivory. Thank you so much. Thank you. Happy birthday in Samoan. Thank you. MM11, thank you, man, but I don't understand Polish, if that's Polish. Did I play Mirage? Not yet. I haven't had a time. I'm thinking of going into Mirage, but I'm probably gonna go to Mirage when it's available on Uplay, because the fucking Game Pass has Ubisoft like thing with it, like subscription. So you have like, if you have Game Pass, you get the Ubisoft stuff. So I kind of play Ubi games through that. I have all of the like previous games that they did, but you know, some of the new ones I still play through that. Just out of curiosity, what is the origin of your YouTube name? So I'm gonna be honest, like, LastKnownMeal doesn't really have a particular meaning. It was like, I made this channel 12 years ago, even longer, considering other channels that I had before I started like uploading to this one. It's like just a set of random words, because at the time I was trying to figure out which name can I put so that algorithm is not going to have trouble finding my name. Which was kind of stupid to name my channel than LastKnownMeal, because I was competing with the algorithm from food and everything else. So if you typed in LastKnownMeal, you get everything associated with food, not my channel. So I had to fight a lot through that. Spider-Man 2, so I have Spider-Man 2 right here sitting, so I'm gonna be going into that game. I'm not sure if I cover Spider-Man 2, it's gonna be 1 video, maybe 2. But yeah, because I think much of it has been covered by now. How far are we away from the Witcher 4 teaser? In my opinion, 2 years. 2 years. I don't think we're getting it prior to like 2 years. Because think about it. It's just how it is. Just how it is. Now also keep one thing in mind. When it comes to YouTube, there is one announcement I want to make. So when it comes to ads on YouTube, I'm gonna have to disappoint you a bit, because YouTube right now changed how we do ads. So I had a very simple way of handling ads on my channel. So if my video is 20 minutes long, I'm going to put a mid-roll ad. If my video is not 20 minutes long, you're not getting a mid-roll ad. I don't like putting a lot of ads, especially in the middle, because it ruins the experience. Now, problem is YouTube turn that process into automatic one. So right now, if I upload, I just select monetization and I select accept monetization, and ads are gonna be placed automatically by YouTube. So just keep that in mind. If you see a lot of ads now on my videos and videos from other people, keep in mind that's YouTube, it's not us, and we cannot really choose very well where to place our ads. YouTube now does that for us. So sadly, I wish that wasn't the case, because I really don't like to bombard people with ads. I don't like it, and I understand why people don't like them, but it is, you know, sadly that way. Witcher 4 in 2 years seems unlikely. Teaser, not Witcher full game, teaser. They says that. But seriously, now I don't expect like the full game to come out for at least 3 years now. So 2025, 2026 for the next Witcher. I don't expect it anytime sooner, really. And I'm being kind of optimistic here. And that means if no problems happen during development, you know how it is with Cdprs, things can always go like... Everyone here voted for Cyberpunk 2077 for GOTY community. Yeah, I voted the other day as well. I voted the other way as well. Ad just started to play, yeah. So I have a button here which inserts ads, and I can I'm gonna try to delay these ads as much as I can. If I see a notification starting, but it just sucks these days. Yeah, we also have, I think someone said Stalker 2. Stalker 2, that's gonna be coming in the first quarter of 2024. So we're gonna be playing and covering that a lot on this channel, because I love Stalker. I always love those games, so of course I'm gonna be covering that as much as possible. YouTube and Google have become like corpos from Cyberpunk, yeah. I mean, that's just the thing, like, I don't have a problem with ads. You know, it's kind of a thing, you know, because YouTubers rely on ads to support their channel, but when you get served too many ads, it's not good for everyone. It's just bad. People then use all kinds of ad blockers, or they don't watch the content. Simple as that. And they go overboard all the time. That's why I have premium. Yeah, they even increased those prices now. What's my game of the year? Baldur's Gate 3. I've been between Baldur's Gate 3 and Alan Wake 2, but I'm gonna be honest, I love Baldur's Gate 3. I just love it. I just love it. For me, Baldur's Gate 3 is a piece of art when it comes to just RPG, being an RPG, the characters, the world and everything. The amount of passion which went into that game, and the amount of support they gave after that game released. Like just yesterday, there was a new patch for Baldur's Gate. They added like new endings and stuff. It's insane. So for me, yeah, BG3 definitely. Although I'm kind of sad that Hi-Fi Rush was not featured more, because Hi-Fi Rush was amazing, an amazing game. Great start to 2023 when it came out. It was just released, like I don't know what it was. I think it was an event, an Xbox event, and they just released Hi-Fi Rush, and that's it. X-Pro, yeah, I saw that. So yeah, the new GTA trailer is coming on December 5th. That's nice. I'm gonna be honest, I thought it was coming out today, and I was like, please don't release today. I have to stream, because I have to, like, I'm gonna be doing those videos as well, obviously. I didn't want to do any GTA videos until now, because I don't like covering leaks and that stuff, and you know how I don't like to cover like stuff which we don't know if it's gonna be happening, and it's been so long that it's better for them to actually, you know, start promoting the game, and for us to see what GTA 6 is before I start covering it properly. I think that's the best thing. Neo Knight, thank you so much, my friend. Neo Knight is here. If you haven't already, go check out Neo Knight's channel. Great videos, especially the new one, which I agree with Hogwarts Legacy not using Hogwarts enough. I do agree with that. What's my Twitch channel name? So it's LastKnownMeal, just like this. And I'm gonna be streaming on Twitch a lot more now. I'm gonna keep YouTube and this streaming for like these sort of events. But for everything else, I have to redesign my Twitch channel just to change up some of the like design stuff there, and I'm gonna be start streaming there. It's easier to stream on Twitch. It's just better to stream overall, especially if I want to switch games, if I want to play more games, if I don't want to worry about copyrights and some random song playing in the background which can bring the stream down. It's better just to do it on Twitch. But these sort of stuff like events and all of that, which I usually cover on YouTube, that's gonna be staying on YouTube. Do you think that they'll add more cyberware capacity shard drops? Maybe, but I don't know. Like, I'm still wondering, what are they going to actually implement? What's happening? Like, Hogwarts Legacy was completely snubbed. Yeah. Have you played A Plague's Tale? I think you'll like it. I played a bit and I enjoyed it, but for some, I don't know what happened back then. I think some game came out and I just left Plague Tale just to sit there, but I'm gonna be revising it again and replaying it. But I did hear a lot of good things about it. Like, I played it for maybe 2 hours and I enjoyed like the concept of the game and how it was designed, so I'm gonna be returning to it. I finally have time. The reason why I wasn't uploading for the past basically month was just because of the work, and I couldn't find the time to make a good video, and I had a few videos which turned out to be kind of bad, and I don't want to upload just to upload, so yeah. They could add a third-person mode, because when you're thinking about these features, you always have to think like, how much time will they need to spend on it? Is the company going to allow it? Because I mean, I'm sure developers would want to implement a lot of things, but if they said, listen, this is your budget for this is what you can do, that's what they do. Because at the end of the day, it's the top brass which decides like how much and which things happen for it. Wait, I'm going through all of your questions. I don't know if I missed some questions. Sorry, do apologize. And on the mobile side of gaming, the Division Resurgence is coming out in the first quarter of 2024. I don't play a lot of mobile games or mobile games in general. I just don't like gaming on my phone. I did before, but for some reason, I don't know, now it's just, I like the older games a lot. Before it became basically like a pay-to-win parade now on at least when it comes to like bigger games now on phones. So I don't know. But it's crazy, like when you think like the new Resident Evil is on iPhone, like it looks good, like it actually looks good. Pavel Sasko romance option. Would love to have akimbo pistols, personally, at least for Jackies. Yeah, it would be cool to have like a dual wield stuff, but I don't know how much time does that take to animate. So when it comes to the live stream, keep in mind it's starting in 30 minutes on twitch.tv/cdprojektred. We're gonna be tuning in to that as soon as they start the countdown. The countdown still hasn't started, just so you know. Did I try AC Jade on mobile? I didn't even know that was released. Is it free? I don't like when I see a price for a mobile game. So AC Jade, right? Is that out? It's the only thing I see. Assassin's Creed Rebellion, whatever this is, some random stuff. Are they gonna talk about the features? Yeah, so today they're gonna be talking about what's being released with Ultimate Edition, which is releasing on December 5th. Mobile games look great now, but the same problems. Virtual controls suck. Yeah, I mean, graphically, like, it's nice, but controls, like, it depends from game to game. I know they have, like, these things you can now put on your phone, like, it mimics, like, the actual, it mimics how it looks, but oops. Like, it mimics the controller, but car customization, I would love that, but I don't know. Like, they just came out of the blue with this thing. I'm gonna be honest, like saying like, oh, we have a new patch. It's like, what is it? Like, you're doing a whole red streams for the patch. What's my overall opinion on AC Mirage? I mean, I'll have a better opinion once I play it, but one thing I do like is that they're returning to the basics, but how the game is, though, we have to see. I mean, I have to see. I have to play it. I think it'll end up being unlimited respec. Sure, but I don't see why would they release the actual like red streams for just that. Because I'm thinking a lot of these features are basically like just, you know. So let me see, home, okay. Countdown is up for what? Because I've been on Cdpr's channel, unless you're referring to GTA. The parkour feels kind of slow and clunky. Well, technically, this game doesn't have big of a parkour system. I mean, I don't know. Even like Metro, I mean, unpopular opinion, but I think Metro is the last thing of a big feature that I want them to add. I would rather have them add any other big feature than, you know, Metro first. It would be cool, but I'm just thinking like, is it that necessary? I mean, it's cool, but you know. I'm just wondering what is it. Like I have no idea. Like I don't even have a clue of what it might be. First I also thought it's gonna be New Game Plus at first, because I was like, okay, Ultimate Edition is coming out, they're ending it, maybe they found a way to implement New Game Plus, but yeah, it's not happening. Well, of course it's hype for an Ultimate Edition. They want to add new things, they want to make money. And they're gonna be adding stuff. That's what they said. Let me see. Where is the stream? Like, is it on CD Projekt Red Twitch? Because I don't see it here. Like, I don't know if maybe something is broken here, but I don't have it. Nope. Just the red streams. When's the update stream? Technically in 27 minutes. Making money is good. Yeah, imagine that. A company wants to make money. Cyberpunk with dying like parkour would be very cool. True. There was ads and now they stopped. YouTube, man. I mean, it's just how it is these days. We gotta do it this way with ads. It's terrible. Yeah, there's no way it's up. Like I'm seeing it on the left. New Game Plus is the easiest. Depends from game to game. It really depends. If Miles said that making New Game Plus is not as easy as people think, I will believe him, because you know he's a developer after all, working on that. I don't know how it is to work in Red Engine in the background. It takes time. Also depends on a lot of factors, from engine to everything. Hopefully now with Unreal Engine, hopefully, I don't know if it's gonna be like that, but hopefully they have more freedom to do stuff that they want. Because they're gonna be bringing a lot of stuff from Red Engine into Unreal. That's what they said. Some of these solutions they have for Red Engine, they're gonna be implementing them in Unreal Engine 5. So who knows, like in the background, what their deal is for like tech and everything else. There's a lot of money on the line, and those deals are. Where's the stream being held? On Twitch. Yeah, I see a lot of different opinions on what people want, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be something random and that's it. And I think like, yeah, this is initially 2.0 was supposed to be the last feature patch or feature update, but it seems it's not. Realistic speaking, only new staff can I couldn't read that. I mean, romance maybe, but eh. The classic issues with NG Plus are usually balance related. Yeah, pretty much. Because you get a balance for like bigger numbers now, bigger damage, bigger levels. Okay, you have to revise all of the weapons, all of the armor, all of the cyberware and all of that. Alkane, what are your thoughts on Remedy teasing Max Payne? Oh man, everything Max Payne is good. I've been replaying Max Payne 3 like last night again. Because I was got into it. I had like the CD version, but there was a sale on Steam, so I got it and I started replaying it again. I really wish for a new Max Payne game, like really. My only issue with the game is that when you are max level, most everything is completed. I mean, yeah, that's the thing. Like right now, I mean, if you have Phantom Liberty, you can do car boosting missions for Muammar and you can get those packages, the airdrops, but that's about it when it comes to like repeating stuff. But yeah, I mean, it is what it is. Do I own Cdpr stocks? No. I don't own any stocks when it comes to Cdpr. It's actually quite difficult for me from Bosnia to actually get those stocks, even if I wanted. Those stocks are tough to get. I pre-ordered the Ultimate Edition. Yeah, I got the PC version as well. We'll see how it is. Like, I know it's gonna be a download code and all of that, but it's a nice box. I'm gonna be honest, it's a very nice box. I wonder if the Cyberpunk show will do for the game sales what Netflix did for The Witcher. Hopefully it's good. I mean, Edgerunners revived Cyberpunk when it came out, basically. When Edgerunners came out, you had more than 100,000 people playing the game. It was the same when Season 1 of Netflix The Witcher came out. When The Witcher 3, I think, had more people playing it like concurrently than on release, which was insane. We also have, yeah, when it comes to anime, we have new Witcher anime coming out, which is going to be voiced by Doug Cockle, so the original voice actor from the games. That's good. I'm looking forward to that. I mean, it's still Netflix, and I'm still like, you know, but we'll see. We'll see when that anime comes out. I'll review it for sure. But I'm happy that Doug Cockle is coming back to voice Geralt, and I think that's a very smart thing to do. How was NG Plus for V3 for you? I thought it was very unbalanced, not that fun. Yeah, I mean, NG Plus for The Witcher 3 was alright. I mean, nothing, I didn't have a problem with it, nor I had, but it was definitely easier to play Witcher 3 New Game Plus rather than starting the game from the beginning, especially when it comes to like the weapons and armor you have. But it was very similar to the experience. It just, yeah, it was a bit easier, definitely. Especially because when you have all the potions and concoctions and all, it's just easier. Are you gonna do a live for GTA 6 trailer as well? Yeah, I think I will do something similar to it. Yeah, if not that, then a video. We'll see how it is, like how it's going. Like, you have to think one thing in mind. When it comes to Rockstar trailers, they're always copyrighted, always. Sometimes even their trailer, just like the trailer, if you put it like in your video, it can get copyrighted without the music. But when it comes to music, their music is almost always copyrighted, and it's tough to stream anything Rockstar related on YouTube, at least. On Twitch it's easier because you don't get dropped immediately. Here you do. They throw a shirt in that Ultimate bundle. Yeah. I can finally buy merch, that's great. Because I wasn't able to do it before from their store, but now I can finally do it. So this thing still hasn't started. No count. I thought they were gonna have a longer countdown. I'm totally gonna watch it just because of Doug. They got me. Yeah. Same. To be honest, I don't expect much from the show. Maybe something good happens. We'll see. They better keep Doug for the Witcher remake. Oh, I'm sure they will. I'm sure. Yeah, but there's also Witcher 1 remake. Like that's, oh man, I'm both scared and excited for that. First of all, scared because I want that to be good. Hopefully they maintain the atmosphere and how it was in the original. Because honestly, the map design that they have in The Witcher 1 is phenomenal. Like the locations they visit, from Vizima to Swamp to everything else, it's so well done. Even like with the old graphics in Aurora Engine. Imagine that now in Unreal Engine 5. That's gonna be insane. That's gonna be insane. I honestly can't wait. I knew that they weren't done adding new stuff to the game. I mean, they still kept adding more things to The Witcher 3 even many years after. Well, yeah, and I'm pretty sure that from time to time we might get something with Cyberpunk in like the distant future. We'll see how it goes, but they actually did a very nice thing with like the next gen version of The Witcher 3. Kind of revived the game a lot. Hail Kim, I just saw on Twitter at 8 AM that they said they'll be on Twitch in an hour, the official Cdpr Twitch channel. Yeah, I mean, not an hour, in 18 minutes. Yeah. So they should be starting in 18-ish minutes. Yeah, still no countdown. How many people are gonna be working on The Witcher 1 remake, I wonder? No idea, but that's gonna be done by a different studio. It's outsourced. We'll see. I'm sure they're gonna be hiring a lot because, you know, even like though Witcher 1 is not like, let's say, a huge game in terms of levels, huge compared to like, let's say, Witcher 2 and Witcher 3, you still have to do it from scratch. Because you thing is happening. Okay, something happened with OBS. For some reason, it decided to stop for a second. I don't know why. If there is anyone out there who can tell me anything else which is as good as OBS, but it's not OBS, I'm taking it right now. OBS is just terrible, man. Even classic, like, yeah. They said 400 people are working on The Witcher 4. Yeah, right now, while others are in transfer. It feels like a tiny amount of devs compared to other companies. Ooh, I don't know. Like, you have so many AAA companies. Depends. Like, having 400 people at this stage or 300 people at this stage is good. Because that always means they can hire more. It's just how it is. Sadly, they... when it comes to some of the other people they were working with, there was sadly a lot of them were let go in the past year, as you probably are aware, from CD Projekt. Not just CD Projekt, but from other companies as well. Witcher 3 only had like 250 people working on it. Yeah, I mean, there is only a few studios who can manage a lot of people to work on a game. And that cannot mean anything. Like, I remember, like, there were some games you had, like, Ubisoft does that. Ubisoft has, like, 17 teams working on one game. It doesn't mean anything. Like, it doesn't mean what, you know, the quality of the game and how is it going to be. I mean, you can have a game made by 2 people and it can still be, like, a hit. It's just if you can utilize those people well and if you know how to properly organize the workflow and development, it's good. If you cannot, then you can have 6,000 people working on a game. It's not gonna be helping. The amount of people means nothing without proper leadership. Exactly. Honestly, for The Witcher 4, I'm expecting... I don't expect a predefined character. I expect, like, maybe, okay, predefined in a sense, like CDPR sense, because even though you create your own V, in some cases, V is still somewhat a predefined character, somewhat. Still not as much as Geralt, obviously, with the decisions you can make, but there is still some predefinement going on with V in general. And I think maybe something similar is going to be done for the next Witcher game, where you create the Witcher, but there is still gonna be the voice and everything, you know, like maybe in the style of Cyberpunk. I don't know, it's just, you know, they said that they want to push RPG genre even further. They want to capture new audiences, and they want to capture old audiences which follow Geralt's adventures. That's what they said. So who knows? Hopefully, you know, whatever it is, it's good, because Witcher 3 was a hit. It was basically what put their company on the map. So I hope it's gonna be good. That's what I'm hoping for. The Witcher 1 OST is so amazing. Yeah. I think Neon Knight said Witcher 1 or Thronebreaker OST. Oh, it's tough, man. Like, Thronebreaker still has goated OST. Like, every single track is fantastic. Witcher 1 maybe more for nostalgia, but I think Thronebreaker is just phenomenal. Who is working on the Witcher 2 remake then? No one at this point. But trust me, go download Witcher 2 and enable, wait, what did I do? Wait, did I screw something up? Okay, I thought I screwed something up. I pressed the button, which I shouldn't. Your red protagonist would sell 1 billion copies. Yeah, but just download Witcher 2 and enable Uber sampling. That game is still even to this day beautiful, and it's gonna be drying out your PC. Like, even if you have like the latest PC, just turn on Uber sampling. It's insane. We need a Cyberpunk spin-off with the same love as Thronebreaker. Yeah, I mean, we still have the Molasses Flood creating their own Witcher title, or well, a game set in the Witcher universe. For the time being, it's The Witcher, but we'll see. Why are they not starting the countdown? Maybe they're waiting for 10-minute mark. Yeah, the countdown is still not starting. Maybe there's gonna be a slight delay, because I think that they're gonna be doing this live. So usually there is a delay. What do I expect from 2.1? The most logical would be FSR, and maybe some little features here and there, but I don't expect anything huge. Although I'm interested why they're having a whole red streams. I mean, it's to obviously promote Ultimate Edition and all of that, but yeah. I was replaying Titanfall 2 on max settings. 4K was stunning. Yeah, Titanfall 2 has one of the best single player campaigns I've ever played. Hadar is present day. We don't know that. We don't know anything about some of those projects, like nothing right now. Yeah, I mean, for Cyberpunk, that's one thing, but they were going for it. But you kind of always end up playing some version of a street kid, like, regardless of your life path. Yeah, there is, like, if someone tells you they have info on Hadar, no. Especially because it's a new IP, it's a new in-house IP, so we can't even guess if maybe they licensed something like they did for The Witcher and for Cyberpunk. No, that's just, it's new. What is the screen behind your Johnny statue? Is it a part of the statue? Yes, actually, so this is the part of the statue. So the screen in the back is basically like the part of the base where you put Johnny, and the screen rotates these ads. It's like an ad in, you know, Night City, which you see just rotates that, and it has full soundtrack. So you have this, you get this this thing, and you can basically like switch which soundtrack. Actually, the audio quality is quite nice. Like the speakers on it are nice. So you can play the soundtrack of Cyberpunk. That's cool. Lucy, thank you for joining. Happy birthday. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Michael Monty, thank you so much for your donation. I wanted a metro system, yeah. It would be cool to have a full metro system, like you go inside and you can interact with people and all of that, but it's not happening now. Yeah, for everyone who still hasn't, check out Lucy. She's on Twitch, mostly. She also does Cyberpunk, and check out her channel as well. So the stream should be starting in 9 minutes, technically, but they still haven't started the countdown for some reason. That looks so cool for nighttime. Yeah. So sometimes I use this for the source of light. So basically turn off all of the lights and just play this in the background. It's nice. Even with the music. 2029 new Mass Effect. They keep teasing that game. It's like, yeah, it's coming out in like 16 years. They will make bank with Cyberpunk 2. Yeah. They will make bank with the next Witcher. Like, people are... Man, I'm waiting for the next Witcher. Like, don't get me wrong. I love Cyberpunk. I love Cyberpunk, like, a lot. A lot. I wouldn't cover it if I haven't. But The Witcher, that's how I got to learn about this company. It's like, you know... The Witcher is The Witcher after all. The lore recap videos they made, Night City Archives were, yeah, those are great. Like the production value on those actually gave me some nice ideas for my future lore videos. I might steal some of that design, might. Hey Southern, what's up? What's up? Welcome to the stream. So this is still not starting. Like I'm looking at it, it's still just a splash screen. I don't know, we're gonna have a lot of, like, you know, we're waiting for the next Cyberpunk and The Witcher, but next year is gonna be nice, especially with GTA, hopefully, if it comes out next year. And then Stalker 2, baby, that's gonna be... I'm ready to sink thousands of hours into Stalker 2, like I never thought that we're gonna be seeing Stalker 2, like, ever, but it's happening. Is night vision in 2077 yet? No, actually that's something I've been thinking about. Like, it's very interesting that we don't have any sort of a lamp or some sort of a Kiroshi night vision for easier, you know, viewage. Because I'm like, yeah, there is a lot of like dark areas in the game, especially if you have Cyberpunk on Ultra. Like if you take all of those shadows and everything, like there are some locations where I'm blind. So having some sort of a lamp or maybe night vision or even thermal vision. I mean, technically you have ping for thermal, but yeah, you know what I'm saying. Like if we just had a lamp would be cool. Dragon's Dogma 2, yes. I'm going to be covering Dragon's Dogma 2 as well. All of those videos are coming in the next few days because... So tomorrow I'm going to be covering everything we have learned from this one. I would cover it today, but it's birthday. I have to go and be with family after this live stream. I have to socialize. But so tomorrow Cyberpunk video, and then day after that we have GTA video maybe, and then Dragon's Dogma 2. And then obviously Stalker 2. We have a lot to cover. Like there's a new Stalker 2 trailer which was released yesterday. It's what time is it now? It's 3:55 p.m. Central European Time. They should be starting technically in 5 minutes, but no, it's not. You know what's gonna be happening? I think in like 4, we're either getting straight into the stream or maybe they were late and they're gonna start the countdown at like 4 p.m. They only ever added an oil lamp to The Witcher 3 with a next-gen update, so maybe they'll add flashlight to Cyberpunk in 7 years. Yeah, true that. Yeah, that was great. Like, yeah, I remember, like, I didn't even realize they added an oil lamp. I saw it later when it came out. I think you were Neon, I think the first one to realize that you can pet roach when that officially came out. Am I streaming the Game Awards? I think I should be. Like, I think all of that I'm going to stream on Twitch. Because it's easier. Like, every single time I streamed anything from TGA, it was just blocked afterwards in every single country on planet Earth. I think it was also blocked on Mars. Like, when they block you, they block you. I mean, by them, I mean just YouTube algorithm. So right now, Morpheus asks, what do you think they'll add? Like, the most logical thing would be FSR, the new update for FSR. And besides that, maybe something smaller, but that's it. Like, it's I don't know, like, they just said, like, new updates. Big one, like, big one. They're calling it the update. Neon Death was the first. Yeah, I think I saw it on Twitter. Yeah, I don't know, like, what's happening. Maybe some technical issue. It can look, when it comes to live streams, it's just it's broken. Like, every time you want to go stream, like, I go from my previous streams. Every time I wanted to start streaming, something breaks. Like, right now, OBS just said, I don't want to stream anymore, and that's it. So yeah, but I think someone also said I can go for Streamlabs one, the Streamlabs version. I'll check it out. There is also the Twitch. I believe Twitch has their own, like, thingy which you can, like, do in it, and it's very streamlined. You can work from that, but we'll see. Why are they still not starting? What's going on? So I think their mods are, let's see. Cool. So their mods are on Twitch, but they're not starting. 1 hour to go. Oh man, I hope not. Yeah, there wasn't. I think it's gonna be the same as with previous, like, with previous Red Stream, because previous Red Stream was also late for like 10-15 minutes. I thought the developer stream was on the 5th. No, the update is on the 5th, but today it's you know. Were they streaming on Twitch, but they're not streaming yet. Let me just switch, but I cannot switch because then I have to. Yeah, no. We'll switch as soon as they go live. We'll switch. Maybe they go live soon. Let's see. So if I move this to, no, I'm not gonna be moving that there. Man, I hate this so much. Now we do this, and now we do this, but it's still not starting. Stream says 4. Yeah, that's basically now it's 4. That's the time. They're doing some bug fixes before the presentation. Yeah, they're delaying the presentation. Sorry guys. Presentation was delayed for like a month. Yeah, like, I still remember those delays. That's why I'm saying, like, for the next, you see, I told you they're gonna start at 4 and they're going to have, like, the countdown. So yeah, we're gonna be starting in 15 minutes. Yeah, there's definitely some technical issues. They wouldn't do this. And there's a hype train going around right away, man. That's why I'm telling you, like, Twitch is so better to stream. You have these hype trains. You have, what do you have? You have the help me. The thing which you subscribe with and you don't actually pay money for, like the Amazon thing that you buy. You can subscribe for free. That's a good thing about Twitch. YouTube doesn't have anything like that. You can subscribe or join the channel and you get perks with it, but it's, you know. And then, like, emojis. Like, look at these emojis. They're terrible. I mean, they're default. 15 minutes countdown is crazy. Yeah, that's why I do like I did 15 minutes countdown before, but I just now I do like 5 minutes and that's it. Maybe they're using OBS and the app crashed. I wouldn't be surprised. OBS crashed during this stream like 2 times. I'm surprised this live stream is still going. I told you it would be 15 minutes. So many better options on Twitch, yeah. And then you also have the quality of the stream. Like my quality of the stream right now is it's 13,000 bitrate. On Twitch it's like 3,500 or something. You know, it doesn't require much. And the actual like renderer for Twitch, like screen you're watching on Twitch, it's much better, it's much sharper. Like 720 on Twitch is gonna be 3 times sharper than 1080 on YouTube. YouTube is way better. Twitch ads are obnoxious. Well, I know that, you know, YouTube obviously has some good things with that, but even now YouTube with ads, it's becoming terrible. I know how terrible ads are on Twitch. I mean, the thing is, like, Amazon is very confused where I am on Twitch. So even though I'm from Bosnia, it doesn't serve like US ads or ads in English. Like all of the ads I get on Twitch are in French. All of them, every single time. So I'm only getting French ads on Twitch, even though I don't live in France and I don't know how to speak French. But I get those ads. But it's just better to stream, because if you play one song, even the game one, which is maybe copyrighted in YouTube system, your stream gets taken down. It's sad, you know, it's sad, but it is what it is. I mean, I saw in the latest like graphs, like I think YouTube is like 13 or 14%, Facebook is like 11% of like the live streaming space, and then everything else is Twitch. And then you have some like Kick, obviously a bit, but yeah. Twitch is building like a real community while YouTube is doing, I mean, yeah, depends really. Like Twitch has a chat culture, which you cannot just put on YouTube and you just cannot copy it. Like people think, okay, I'm going to add these emojis, these things, and it's going to be like memeable. It's a culture, it has to go. Like every single or most of the like emojis and everything else you see on Twitch, they're basically like, they have a history, culture to it, and there's a reason why people use them in certain situations. Tribe, neozbiljan sam iz Bosne. Yeah, I don't speak French. Twitch thinks all Europe is the same. 9 more minutes. It's bad news for those advertisers paying to advertise to a non-French speaking audience. Yeah. It's always funny. It's always funny when that happens, because they're basically spending, I mean, it's like the ads that I got, like the previous ad I got in French was for World of Warcraft. Because I was watching the world first with the new update for WoW, and I was like, I started getting those ads. It's funny. Am I gonna watch the GTA trailer on Tuesday? Yes, and most likely that's gonna be on Twitch rather than here on YouTube. Come to Brazil, sure. As soon as I have the time, and because it's not cheap also to get to Brazil from where I am, I'll definitely visit. I always wanted to go there. Bigger PP update, yeah, they're adding that. Well, skins and weapons aren't featured. They're not, but they can be advertised as such. You have to keep in mind, like, depends how people advertise, you know. I saw one of the devs quote tweet, upgrade your Chrome too. I mean, one thing that I would definitely like is maybe one more cyberware, attack cyberware, maybe Ripper or something like that. I was kind of surprised that there was no new cyberware in Phantom Liberty. I didn't mind it too much because, well, they revised all of the other cyberware that we have, the ARMS cyberware, like the Mantis Blades, Gorilla Arms, Monowire, everything else. But I was still surprised, like, you didn't have like one more cyberware for attacks or something like that. It was surprising. Would love some vehicle customization, honestly, but that's copium. Yeah, it depends really, like, it depends. It depends. It really depends, like, cause like how difficult for them would be to add vehicle customization if that's only going to be for color or something else, or maybe the cars stay as they are. I mean, we'll see in 7 minutes. It's crazy how YouTube sometimes gives me cam girl ads. Yeah, ads on YouTube are terrible. They're terrible. And new bikes, well, yeah, we get some bikes from some gigs, but yeah. Yeah. But again, I don't expect anything huge from this. I really wouldn't. I mean, they have a tendency when they say this, especially when they don't mention what's gonna be the feature, you know, people start guessing, and there were some wild guesses yesterday on Twitter. LKM World Tour 2024, yeah. I mean, it was generally cheap to like travel like before 2020. Now, like these prices with inflation and everything, my god, the flight prices are insane. I mean, would they call bikes or gigs a gameplay feature? Technically no. Technically no. Well, these has to be something important features, right? I mean, you don't do streams for small stuff. I mean, I do streams whenever there is something like this. Like, don't think I know what's going to happen, because I really don't. Like, I'm not memeing this time. There is nothing like in the background NDA or anything. Like, I really don't know. But I would go live. I went live when they were doing like the Cdpr streams for all of the games. For Thronebreaker, if Cdpr hosts something which is on Twitch, I'm going to restream it. you can definitely count on that. I think people are overhyping this. In some areas, yes. Yeah. I mean, I would love all of those things that people mentioned, from multiplayer to New Game Plus to this to that, but you know, you can only get so much. But at least when it comes to New Game Plus, I want to repeat again. It has been confirmed again that New Game Plus is not happening. It's not a tease or anything. It's not some double joke. It's not happening. Like, it was confirmed by CD Projekt Red last night by Marcin Momot. He said, no New Game Plus. They're not working on it. It's not happening at all. But yeah, I wasn't expecting this to happen in the first place. I really wasn't expecting them to release any new big update. Like, I was just, okay, they're gonna add 1 or 2 more patches and that's it. I mean, it's a bit of a surprise. Judy is great, but Panam is top. So what was the question? Like, was it, was it about who's the best girl? Panam is kind of nice. I mean, Judy is great too. I mean, I don't know. Panam is great. That's why I don't like Songbird. I mean, I like Songbird as a character, but I don't like Songbird because of, I mean, I'll make a video on that. Like, don't get me wrong, I love Songbird, I love the expansion, but I can understand Songbird as a character without spoiling stuff, because I don't want to go into spoilers, but we'll talk about that. We'll talk about Songbird and what I think about her. Songbird's a great character, but not romance material, definitely. Especially if you went through the story, like, Songbird is definitely not romance material. Yeah, I'll talk about Songbird. Like, she's written amazing. Like, we'll talk about it. I don't want to spoil something now, because I'm sure there's people maybe who are waiting or who haven't got to that point, but yeah. I'd love more racing events. I mean, right now with revised like systems where they can follow you properly, I'm okay with it. But I'm gonna be honest, like racing in Cyberpunk is probably one of the weakest things and weakest features, because if you remember that quest, especially before when the game came out, it doesn't matter in that quest how good you drive. It doesn't matter what you do. While racing, you make one stupid mistake or your car flips around, because that was the problem at the release of the game. Cars, not all cars were actually like properly optimized, so they did these weird things. And the enemy AI, or well, the rival AI, they were just respawning behind you. So they drive for 2-3 seconds, they crash into a building and they respawn. And that's why I didn't like racing in Cyberpunk, because there was no challenge. You were just basically trying to keep that first place without doing anything, because if you do, they will just respawn and zoom next to you. That whole race was scripted. Yeah, it wasn't even like scripted in that way. It was just it was all over the place. Yeah, I didn't like racing like at all in Cyberpunk. I wish there was more. I wish we had these racing events, like repeatable ones. But yeah, maybe for the next Cyberpunk game, maybe. But yeah, like it wasn't enjoyable. Like the story was great, like the actual arc and the story in the background of that racing was nice. Just the AI was awful, awful. The racing was simulated on rails. It literally felt like that. You didn't feel like enemy was trying to drive or trying to overtake you. They were just zooming. Songbird character is meant for a longer story. I think it's alright for what we got. I do wish Phantom Liberty was longer, definitely. But it was alright. Definitely needs racing activities. Yeah, for the future maybe. But, I mean, they said that like in the future they're gonna be doing like more multiplayer stuff. So yeah, all right, this is starting in 25 seconds. Let me just turn on desktop audio. Okay, this should be working, and look at this. Okay, let's get into this. Let's go. If there's any problems with the audio, let me know. If it's too loud or if it's too low, let me know. All right.
Hello and welcome to another episode of the Red Stream. My name is Amelia and I will be your host together with my partner in crime, Alicia Kozera.
Hey guys.
And we have two, well, not so new, but maybe some new guests for today. So please give a warm welcome to Paweł Sasko, Quest Director.
Hello, my dears.
And our lovely Monika Janowska, producer.
Hello, everyone.
So today we're gonna talk to you about update 2.1, which you know will be coming on December 5th, together with Ultimate Edition box edition of Cyberpunk hitting the shelves in stores. And we're gonna tell you about some changes and new features that will be coming with update 2.1 to Cyberpunk 2077. Obviously, we were not able to talk about everything, so watch out for patch notes that we're gonna release a little bit before the patch, so you'll be able to check every change coming to the update. And unfortunately today we won't be with you live. This is pre-recorded stream, but I'm sure you're gonna be able to catch us in the Twitch chat.
Interesting.
Are we guys ready?
Yes,
Yeah,
let's
let's
jump
go.
in.
Let's see.
Okay, so I think we'll start with the biggest feature in this update, which is the metro system. Can we talk about metro system?
So, Metro.
I know it was very, very difficult
You're
to,
getting
you
it.
know, make sure that it's back in 2020. Can we maybe answer some questions why we decided to do it now? Do we have time?
Good
or-
question. Why now?
I cover up this one. Thank you, Pavel. So yeah, like Metro was definitely mentioned multiple times among our community, and in the past we multiple times denied any like plans of making the Metro. However, well, the Metro was not in our plan for a long time. However, over time we've revisited our plan, and with the Ultimate Edition on the horizon, we've decided that it actually could be achievable. So we decided to go for it.
Okay.
Yeah, and I think like what was cool is also like the fact that we saw everyone really talking about that Metro, like original trailer from Cyberpunk 2020 from 2018 had a Metro, and then the CGI trailer with Idris Elba as Solomon Reed for Phantom Liberty also had it in some way. So we felt, okay, you know, we've been showing it so many times, maybe it's about time to actually make it for the game.
Can we
So
see
we
how
did.
it looks?
Exactly.
I think people actually love it, that it's officially now. I know there was a mod for Metro, so I'm glad we put it in the game and we, you know, managed. But can we actually say how it works? What you have to do, how you can find it,
Let's see.
where you can find it?
All
Might
right.
be similar to the
so
mod.
Basically, we can travel between 19 metro stations, which can be used either as a fast travel point, or it can be also used as a proper metro ride experience. Basically, there's 5 metro lines operating in Night City, which can be found like on the metro map by like very easily recognizable by their corresponding color
Okay.
in their map. So you can also get familiar with the map of the metro before you like get into it. And because of narrative reasons, lockdown of Watson, the metro is accessible only after Konpeki Plaza. And the
sense.
player will basically get the call from Nakart, which is, well, the name of our metro. We should have mentioned it earlier, I guess.
Night City Area Rapid Transit.
Yes, exactly.
Correct.
So the player will basically get a call from them.
Player gets a message, right? Like
Yes.
to be specific.
Exactly. Yeah, so they get the message with the card, which at the same time will be automatically transferred to player's inventory, giving access to all the metro stations. Before we get the message, and without this card, basically all the metro stations will function the same way as they do right now in 2.0, which is only as a fast travel point. As of the metro experience itself, I don't think I will be spoiling many details because I think everyone should experience it on their
Can
own.
we see it? Do you ride inside?
And like maybe one thing I wanted to add to this is that,
Okay.
like,
Oh, you do?
as Amelia
Nice.
mentioned, it's 19 stations, but each one of them, actually, our art team, our Enviro art team, had to like rebuild really because like not all of them have been fully functional and usable for us, so we had to update it greatly. There was a lot of work done by our Enviro art team, but also open world team to make sure that it really fits and works nicely in the Night City environment. And I hope you will enjoy it. Like we have hid some small things there,
Nice.
so I hope you have fun riding Metro around.
This is like from the
You
initial
mentioned we
trailer.
have 5 different lines of metro, but does it actually work like, let's say, bus line or any metro line? So you can go from one station everywhere, or you actually have to follow
Can
that
I walk
line?
inside?
You need to know where to go, or
Change the line.
yeah, change the line.
I mean, depending on where you want to travel,
Okay.
obviously, similar like in the real life,
Okay.
You can either, like continue with the same line, or you can, just like pick a different station.
okay.
However, even if
Oh, it says on the
you would
window
decide
where you are.
on the way, like on the travel, to, for example, like skip and travel faster, you can skip at any time. So it does, you don't have to wait until the whole ride is over. You can also like skip it and go faster. So it's pretty flexible in this case. You can have full
RP
experience with like, you know, role playing, sightseeing the city, or
Roleplay,
you can also skip if you're in a rush. So.
Any role players?
Yeah, and I think here really Monica hit the nail in the head, because like our direction when we thought about designing Metro, like me and Gabe when we talked about it, what we wanted to do is to make sure that players will have a way to really be in the world, an immersive way to travel through the world. So when you sit there, this is designed and thought through to be a role-playing feature. So I'm not gonna say what you can do there, you'll experience yourself, but that was our thought, really. Like, we really wanted you to be there and to see, you know, all of the different districts and so on. And I hope you'll enjoy.
Nice.
So I know one thing that you will definitely be able to do on the
Wasn't
Metro,
expecting
and
Metro.
this is a feature that has been also heavily requested by our community, by you guys. Radio ports. So this is basically a radio that you can take with you on the go. So can you tell us about how it works?
Yeah,
Nice.
I just wanted to give a side note. Do you ever have this feeling when you drive around the city with your favorite tunes?
What is...
You're vibing,
What
and
is
Lucia,
this?
the best part, you're reaching your destination, you have to leave the car, and you wish you could just continue listening to your favorite tunes. Now, thanks to the radio port, we can do that. So this is an item that a player owns, which allows V basically to listen to the radio
You
when
see in this car, right?
exploring the city on foot.
This is new, right? Yeah.
But
There's some limitations.
there are limitations.
Is that a
yes.
customized
So as
car?
you mentioned, you can listen to it while being in the metro.
Probably new
You
version.
can also listen like when exploring the city. However, during quests, conversations, or any other fundamental moments in the game where audio is basically crucial for
This is nice,
understanding
though. I like this.
the meaning of the scene, like the whole context,
Finally.
the radio port will be restricted from using. Similar to phone restriction, we basically want to ensure no interruptions with other game elements. So yeah, this is like the small limitation. However, still, like during the exploration of the city, you can, you know, not only...
Yeah, we simply just didn't want to make a situation when you have like pom-pom shit blasting in your headset and Jackie's dying. You know what I mean? Like, we didn't want
Spoilers.
to... Spoilers, sure. We didn't want to create a situation like this, right? So at the moment when diegetic like quest music, so-called score, is playing, and when that score is important, it will automatically sort of turn off your radio port. You'll hear this like characteristic click sound of your like sort of imagine that you had just turned off old Walkman. You know, it's that kind of feeling, you know? It will turn off, you will see it on a UI actually, that feedback that it was turned off, and then actual quest music will kick in. And after that, your radio port will kick back in. So we have tried to make it as seamless as possible, so that you will really be able to, if you want to do what a lot of you wanted to do, which is like listen to the radio, just drive around, enjoy the atmosphere, enjoy the city, you can do that now.
But if the music stops, you know that something is about to go down.
Yeah.
How about combat? Is combat the moment when we
Pom-pom
can
goes
listen
with
to
all
radio
situations,
port
yeah.
or no?
Yes, however, there are moments when there's a specific quest music kicking in. For instance, especially in situation when you're facing the police system, when you have actually a bit more stars, so your wanted levels higher, then this is the moment when actual music for the combat will kick in. We wanted to make sure that actually our music matches the combat well. And when we've been designing it together with our audio team, our composers really had this idea of a specific rhythm of the combat. And it was an issue for us if you had, like, let's say, jazz playing in your headset, and then suddenly, you know, shootout starts and it didn't really match together. So to make sure that your experience as a player is preserved and it's great, you know, we did it like this, that at some point the radio port will turn off and the combat music
Man,
will
they
kick in.
love to do these things, like
But you can
fine-tune.
also turn the volume up and down, right? If you decide that you want
Maybe
specific
sometimes too
volume.
much.
Yeah, you can switch the radio station and also adjust the volume however you want.
Awesome. So that's a great feature to just walk around Night City and immerse even more in the world of Cyberpunk.
pretty much like in real life.
Yes, and I think like one comment that I wanted to tie it all together, what is really awesome is the fact that you can listen to the radio port while you're in subway or while in metro. So when you sit down, you can actually listen to the music, enjoy the atmosphere, pick the station you want, just drive around, listen to whatever great station you have from all of them available there.
I love it's very nicely connected because I don't imagine going on a bus or on the metro without my music. Yeah.
Absolutely. I noticed we mentioned immersion a lot today, and you know when we were talking about the patch, like behind the scenes, there was also a lot of people saying like immersion is really important for us.
Yes.
So I think we can move to another immersive feature that feature change we are adding is the improvements of the boss fights in Cyberpunk in the base game, and I think in the EP1 as well.
Mm-hmm. Yes, I mean, so we did a couple improvements to boss fights, and I won't talk about the smaller improvements, I would say, because those we will leave you to find. However, there's one that we really wanted to highlight, I would say, and this is Adam Smasher.
He was kind of easy.
Yes.
Yeah, he
so
was kind of easy.
I saw you guys doing this one-shot build, you know, going ahead, you know, to Adam Smasher, smacking it, sometimes even with a dildo. So that's fine. That's fine. But you know, like there was this moment when I saw like the meme that you guys made, you know, with the SpongeBob, you know, how the Smasher looks like in the anime and how he looked like in the game. So we tried to match it much more.
New animation as well, isn't it?
Okay, can we
For
say like anything specific that's gonna change about this fight? Like, can he use any?
More edge on the
I can
light.
hint some things because I really want to like leave it for players' discovery. However, like I think like one of the most iconic things was Sandevista for Smasher, and we all saw it in Edge Runners.
Definitely new visual for Sandy.
It was, how cool it was to just see this guy just run around and leave this trail behind him. So we basically, with the help of our VFX artists and of course, you know, our gameplay designers, we made it happen in the game. He is really fucking scary. He really chases you around right now. He's really relentless. I am sure that you guys figure out, you know, a lot of, you know, overpowered builds to find ways, you know, to, you know, beat him. But we are doing really our best to make sure that he is actually a proper boss. And what's cool is that he'll actually act slightly differently if you're a netrunner or if you're a solo, and depending on the features that you're going to use. So I'm not gonna say anything more, I think, but there are some cool things that our gameplay designers did for that specific boss fight, and I am really looking forward to you figuring it out.
I think you guys need to let us know how you managed to fight Adam Smasher after December 5th. I want to see those videos, man. Like, I really do. Like, I've seen those videos with dildos, and I'm like, okay then.
So, you know, if it's too hard now, it's on you guys.
Yeah.
No, like what I want to say is that gameplay team literally did an incredible job. And when I saw it, like in its finished state, I had literally chills. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to see your reactions. It's pretty good.
Nice. Okay, so moving on to the next thing, I know you guys, a lot of you really enjoyed the car races that we had with Claire. So now we actually are introducing the replayable car races to Night City. So can we talk about that?
Yes, so during the quest with Claire, as a player, you had various interactions with a guy called Jim. He was also an UI mentioned as the announcer. So he is the one that's actually organizing the illegal car races in Night City. And as a player, after you have finished the quest with Claire, that's the important part, after you have finished that, you will be contacted by him to take part into the races. And all four races that we had before, right now they're available for you anytime you want. You will find on a UI, on a map, you will find a new icon with a flag with like checkboard. So if you get there, you can take part in a race. You can win money, and what's interesting, you can also win the discounts for AutoFixer website, where you can get more cars and
like this one,
motorcycles.
Wow, so many discounts, like El Capitan is giving me discounts, this is giving me discounts, amazing.
Black Friday.
But speaking of AutoFixer, there are some new vehicles there, right?
Yeah, so no car customization,
Yes.
just different models of the
There's
same
some new
car. Like,
yes, there are some new vehicles that we added. One of the reasons why we added yet another way for the player to earn the discount is just because we have so many vehicles
Yeah,
at
fair.
this point in the game that we really, as designers, we really want the players to have all of them and use all of them and just have fun. But we need to give you the ways to get them. So that's why right now the races, outside of course, what you have in Courier, in Phantom Liberty, give you the discounts for AutoFixer website. And as we mentioned, we are adding new things. So there is 5 new motorcycles. We know that you guys really wanted new motorcycles. I've
Yes.
seen everywhere
Yes.
that people were disappointed.
bikes.
That was just this couple more motorcycles that we added in 2.0 and Phantom Liberty. So we're adding 5 more. We heard the feedback, we saw it. So that's why we're addressing this. It's a couple
Nice.
new versions. I don't want to
Any
tell you
Harleys?
more, but they're cool. They have cool new appearances from the brands that you already know in the game.
okay.
Hey, I'm super excited for new motorcycles because this is my favorite way of traversing Night
Yes.
City. Like cars, nah, motorcycles,
And this
oh
is
yeah.
2.0 all over
But
again.
besides
dude.
the motorcycles, there's one more cool car.
Yes, that's a great point. So as you all know, Johnny Silverhand in Cyberpunk 2077, and that comes from the lore. His original car was Porsche 911. So we wanted to continue our collaboration with Porsche, and that's why we are adding yet another Porsche to the game, and this is the cabriolet version. So in the game, we have added something that I don't want to spoil.
Looks good.
But there's something that you're going to trigger connected to that car, and you will be able to obtain it. So be on the look for the new cabriolet version.
But hopefully it's not that I just lose the roof of my previous Porsche.
No.
Might be hidden.
Okay, good. One more thing regarding
Maybe
the
some
vehicles.
story
So
related?
we are adding more motorcycles, and I'm happy about it. I'm sure everyone is gonna be happy about it. But there's also some cool things that we are adding to the motorcycles, to the combat. We have more combat options, right? And some tricks.
Yes, so there's a couple things that we have done with motorcycles. And I think like one of the things that we felt that was needed is the possibility for the player to throw knives and axes actually while sitting on motorcycle. You know, it feels really cool when you are driving around and you can get your gun and get your gun and shoot people. You can get a katana and, you know, slash the tires and whatnot. But we really wanted to make sure that you can also use throwable knives and axes. So right now you can do it on motorcycles as well. And what's connected with that, there's actually more stuff. So our vehicles team have been working hard really and gameplay team have been working really hard to actually update the whole gameplay on motorcycles. And there's a couple things that we added. There's new options for leaning on motorcycles. You can do the wheelie right now. You can even do a flip on the motorcycle right now. The way how the motorcycle works right now, it sticks to the surface. So you can actually do almost like a stuntman tricks on that motorcycle. Like there's a couple places in the game, especially in Phantom Liberty, when you have this like thick concrete pipe. You can even like go in and drive, circles inside it if you want to. So there's a couple cool things you can do on motorcycles.
Okay.
Wow. Okay. I can't wait to see like the videos of gameplay of people doing this crazy shit. That's
Yeah,
gonna
it's
be
like
amazing.
a completely new experience for
They're adding so
motorcycles.
much.
It's
Like, what
crazy.
the
Well, it's like crazy good.
I
Expect
think
like
this
one
is asking
thing.
for
Not
like
5.
another contest for, I don't know, videos or
Photo mode.
something
Oh yeah.
to see like what you can do on your motorbike.
We'll think about
Let's
it.
go longest wheelie challenge.
But speaking of, we're gonna stay within
Cyberpunk
the
3.0.
motorbikes, cars, and speed. I know we added new car chases to the game.
Yes, we did. Because like the thing was that I saw the feedback that you guys had after the release of patch 2.0. And one of the things you pointed out was that you were disappointed that in cases in the base game where the player has done something against, let's say, a certain faction, certain gang, there was no repercussions really that visible. So what we wanted to do, we wanted to make sure that you will see them. So now, at the moments in the quests and gigs, when you're making choices going against some gangs, and you're really like going and killing a bar full of Valentinos, you can be sure that in time, that gang is gonna look for you and they will chase you. And from time to time, you'll actually trigger such an events in the game. There's a couple of them depending on various choices
Nice.
that you can do.
Okay, and
This is
speaking
good.
of
Finally,
Valentina's trying to find us and
repercussions for
whatnot,
my actions. I love this. This is
I
good.
think we
Good.
can mention that here, that, you know, there is one more way to escape those angry gangers on the newly opened highway between Japantown and Wellsprings.
Oh yes, that was also actually players' feedback. I've seen that thread. We've been discussing it. Of course, you know, there was this part of a highway sort of going almost across the whole Night City. That was not really fully finished when it comes to like building it, you know, by the, Night City. So it was kind of like partially blocked there.
They're doing
and
so
on.
much, like, what?
As a player, you could use it, but that was really it. There was no traffic there and so
Oh,
on.
no, the
so
concept
we
of
went in
actions.
actually and kind of redone the enviro and traffic and community on that whole path. There are also some small things we have hit there. It helps out with the communication through the city, but it also makes it harder to hide from the police, because I saw you guys hiding there, so that is not possible anymore. They will follow you there and they will chase you there.
Awesome. I
Just
can't
find a hole.
really wait for
That's it.
everything like with the speed in, you know, as a theme.
I mean, we're adding so many cool things. I feel like this is a fun service update.
Yes.
So
It-
that's
it-
a
it
lot of
kinda
things
is,
you
yeah.
guys
Yeah,
asked for.
this is literally fan service
And I think like
update.
what's
It's
connected
good.
with the chases, which we didn't touch, is also like a couple gigs. I think it was 16 exactly from the base game, had an objective for you as a player to steal a car and deliver it to a certain place. And before, you could like just kill everyone or not everyone and just get a car and run. And that was it. Right now we have expanded that. So right now the enemies, if you have actually triggered them, if they know about your presence, they will actually get into cars and follow that up and it will attack you actually. So you will have a bit more of a car combat again. So that's just yet another enhancement this time for our gigs.
Nice. Okay, next thing is
There's
also
more?
pretty big. We added a new tab to the options of the game, which is an accessibility tab. So,
Okay.
Monika, can you tell us what we put in there?
Yeah, so we first of all, we've put all the previous accessibility settings that we already had, which were related to subtitles, difficulty, like gameplay and visual settings. But on top of that, we also have added a couple of new accessibility settings, which are mainly focused on simplification and modification of HUD. There's a couple of things for the HUD, which is basic like HUD reduction for the fluff. There is HUD visual effects. There is like option to enlarge some HUD elements and HUD lens distortion. Also on top of that, we've added an option to disable the timer in breaching hacking minigame.
Oh, yeah.
Which actually should help out in some cases, you know, less pressure with the time going on. Actually, I know that some people like to figure it out like very, you know, like deeply, so this could also help. We've also added the option to enlarge some of the fonts and some of the interfaces. And yeah, basically like all should be all together in this settings tab, so hopefully it will be much easier to access.
Awesome. So thank you. It's
Good.
if you're looking for some accessibility options or for something to, you know, make the game a little bit easier for you, then go to the accessibility tab in options and check them out.
We will also have some more information about all the accessibility coming soon, together with patch. So, you know, stay tuned.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm looking
And
forward
you know,
to like
guys,
the big
that's
detail
everything
ones.
that we prepared for the stream today, because we don't want to spoil everything from the update 2.1. So let's sum up. We have a lot of things that you have been requesting for a long, long time. We have Metro, we have Radio Port that you can take anywhere with you, some improvements to boss fights, including the Adam Smasher boss fight, replayable car races, some new motorbikes and a new car, as well as new car chases, new vehicles and accessibility features. But that's not all. You will be able to check out everything that we added, changed, updated in the patch notes for the update. A little bit of a teaser of anything else that you can expect from that is, for example, Hangouts with romantic partners. We already mentioned it, but we didn't want to show it, so not to spoil it.
Yes, and we won't be talking about it.
Yes.
No.
We also have full support for DualSense on PC, so that's gonna be those nice triggers on PC.
Exactly, that was
Finally.
like yet another one
Yes.
thing that was requested by our community.
Yeah, because I was using the
And you will be also able
software
to
to
find
get this
some more
on
cuts
PC,
in
so it
nice
actually
videos.
has.
But we're not gonna tell you where.
Exactly.
Finally.
All right, and don't forget the update 2.1 is coming on December 5th, as well as physical edition of Ultimate Edition of Cyberpunk 2077 together with Phantom Liberty included there. So if you want a box, make sure to check the store that's around your area, and just grab it. And I think that's it for what we have for today. So thank you guys for
DualSense
being here
support
with us
with
tonight, and I hope
Program,
to see you
not
very
without
soon.
it, my friend.
Thank you, Pavel. Thank you, Monika. It was great to have you here, and I hope to see you sometime soon again on the stream with us.
Thank you so much, and
You
enjoy
need
2.1.
DSX if you want to
Yeah,
run
enjoy.
like that on
Bye.
PC.
Thank you, guys. Bye-bye.
Wow, okay, let's sum up. All right, so first of all, I want to hear your thoughts. What do you think about this? I'm gonna be going through comments now. What do you think? W or L? So for me personally, I like some of the stuff they added. I'm gonna be honest, like for me, Metro is definitely not the first thing I would add for me personally, but it was featured in the 2018 trailer. It was featured now with the cinematic trailer for Phantom Liberty, and it is actually proper Metro, like it was, like you're gonna be seeing people inside. So that's what I like. I see a lot of W's here. I know people are some disappointed there is no NG+. It is what it is. Another thing which I do like are races a lot, and I'm really looking forward to racing, but I'm still worried about AI. We're obviously gonna be testing that once the patch is out. I'm still worried about AI and how is it going to actually behave in like the race, but I'm pretty sure they revised that a bit, especially like with the update, because I'm sure they're pretty much aware of like some of the problems that they had before. We got so bikes have been redesigned, so now they stick to the ground. You have wheelies, you have all of that stuff. You can do like even flip into the air. We can now throw stuff, which is nice. Again, being able to throw stuff. Like in the 2.0, you have like, what do you have on bike? You have a baseball bat and you have katana, or like the blade. You don't have mantis blades on bike. I wish that was added for the ability to put out the mantis blade. But it seems like that's not gonna be, at least for the time being, it's not gonna be the case, but just rather with the throwables. Maybe they also updated North Oak. I doubt it, to be honest. It would be cool, but I doubt it, because they would say it by now. Like having a casino or something like that would be such a big feature that they would probably talk about it. So yeah. Any news on New Game Plus? So right now, New Game Plus is, we can pretty much assume as of this right now, 100% not happening. It has been repeated again as a feature which is not coming to this game as of right now. I don't know if in the next 2 years if their opinion is going to change, but right now, no. So what's happening? Someone making trouble in the comments? Adam buff was unexpected, love it. Yeah, I want to see like what was changed, because generally Adam Smasher fight was kind of easy. Let's not kid around. Even like the I like the Hansen fight without spoiling too much in Phantom Liberty. It's been designed a little bit better, a lot better than Adam Smasher one. But right now, with all the changes we have when it comes to Adam Smasher, him following you around properly, I'm looking forward to that. I like the radio. Even though it's kind of funny that Cdpr is, they like to control the gameplay as much as they can in some sense. Like for example, we can see that by locations. Like there is locations in Night City that you cannot visit after you're finished with that gig, which I'm against. I mean, it might be, something to do with like, not breaking the game, but at the same time, why wouldn't be able to listen to radio while Jackie's dying? Why cannot we listen to Pon Pon? I'm just kidding. But yeah, that's good. About to start my 5th playthrough. I'm gonna be starting a new one, so that one is gonna be on Twitch with all of the new changes. And because I'm gonna be streaming on Twitch, besides me doing the patch video, we're gonna be actually testing all of those features live, so it's much better. Okay, XR, just calm down, man. Calm down, chill. It's all about the Metro. Yeah, I mean, I like the system. I'm like, again, I'm I'm not one of those people who think like with or without Metro system it's like make it or break it, but them actually adding that after all of these years is nice. Since release, it's very nice. I'm gonna wait for the patch to drop it and play again pretty much the same. Yeah, also now gangs are gonna be chasing you. There's gonna be actual repercussions for your actions. So if you shoot up a bar full of Valentinos, they're gonna be chasing after you. It's kind of a logical thing, which I thought was lacking from the game in general. So that was good. Was hoping for FSR 3. Like, I'm pretty sure they're going to add FSR 3. Maybe like someone said it wasn't ready. I think one of the devs said that. Someone wrote in the comments. So I'm pretty sure that's going to be added, but maybe not right now, you know. What about drinking at the bar animation? Yeah, there's a lot of like those animations which I love if they were included. Like, for example, there is one spot in Dogtown which maybe you know which I'm talking about. It's a very specific place which overlooks Dogtown, and it's connected to a certain quest without spoiling. I was kind of disappointed that there is this bench which you can overlook the entire Dogtown area, and you couldn't sit on that bench. And the entire time I'm wondering why. It's such a nice spot, you know, it's such a spot which also goes through a quest. Why cannot I properly sit here whenever I want and, for example, watch? I don't know, it's maybe because I'm a role player. Maybe because I'm a role player, but yeah. The Septi is getting recognition. The Septi is such a great mod author, dude. He created such an amazing suite of mods, and some of the things which I think were very nice from like the quality of life standpoint. The Septi is great. Great dude. Great, good update. Why would they release a skin of Porsche? Well, it is a different model. Like, I do believe this model is going to be like a separate compared to like the 911 we have. Because I'm not going to sacrifice the original 911 and then change it into this one. I mean, I like the new one, how it looks, but I mean, I doubt you're gonna be losing that, you know. Metro was about atmosphere, definitely. Flying cars though, yeah, it's not happening. That's not happening. Nexus guy 999 deserves props for his Metro mod, definitely. Like the mod, the Metro mod he did and the one he created was nice. I mean, it's not as detailed as this, obviously, but you know, it's one guy versus a whole team of developers. But what he did, the foundations, the idea he kind of set for that Metro, and what I've seen, like what Metro could have looked like, you know, if it's officially in, is nice. I mean, a lot of these features were actually mods. And I'm kind of glad that Cdpr is looking at all of these mods and what people download, especially quality of life ones, and they're actively working on it, you know, to add it into the game. Mod support for consoles, yeah, that's not happening, sadly. Not right now. I'm personally impressed. Alright, just give me 3 minutes. I need to grab some water and I'll be back so we can go through. I'm pretty sure there's going to be a press release soon, so we're going to be going through that. Just give me 3 minutes so I can get some water. Be right back. Now you won't take the statue. I'm kidding. Okay, so let me see first if there is some sort of a press release. No, just the Gru fact sheet that they released. Oh, so fun fact, CD Projekt Red now has, or well, CD Projekt in general, like the whole company now has 1,269 people employed. Nice. Damn, that's a lot of people. So think about it. Half is gonna be on The Witcher and then the other half on different projects. Damn. Oh no, Piotr, it was actually water. It was actually water. Because I like Gfuel, but I'm gonna be honest, sometimes with it I have to drink water. Because I don't know. Still, hopefully FSR3 will be added. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. When does this come out? On the 5th. So 5th of December with Ultimate Edition. So obviously this patch, or well, this update is going to be free, but it's coming with the Ultimate Edition. At first, like, I'm gonna be honest, like, I was not expecting for CD Projekt to actually do this after 2.0, because I thought, hey, everything they added in 2.0, like, that's it, like, this is what we're getting and that's it. But it seems that for one more time, they're gonna be doing some sort of a fan service, basically what this is, and they're gonna be adding that stuff, which is nice. I mean, especially considering that they're gonna be moving away from that project, so it's kind of a nice thing to just kind of end up with. And like, it's good that Cyberpunk was fixed in that sense, like tidied up before they continue on to different projects, because they're gonna be well hyped to work on something new now, when they know, like, okay, Cyberpunk is in a good state right now, people like it, controversy is over, we can do this. The Witcher remake, well, that's still, you know, in development. And I doubt we're gonna be getting any news for the Witcher remake for at least, again, 2 years. Same as it was like for the new Witcher. No snowy weather for Christmas. Yeah, I doubt they're gonna be ever adding that. I'm just hoping we're not moving away from Night City. So that's the thing, like, when it comes to a Cyberpunk sequel, you have to realize one thing. For everyone who is new in the Cyberpunk universe, especially like Cyberpunk 2020 and all, Cyberpunk was always about Night City. I mean, everything else, all of the lore, it has to be big because it's a pen and paper RPG. It has to have huge and detailed lore because it helps people roleplay and create their adventures. It's very rare for Cyberpunk to go outside of Night City. Like, if you're doing like Cyberpunk 2020 or Cyberpunk Red, if you're playing that, obviously with other people, it's easier to create adventures outside of Night City. But when it comes to the game, I still think we're gonna be in Night City and that's it. Like, that's it. Like, Night City is gonna be the city that we're going to visit. One thing which I do want to see in the next Cyberpunk game, besides, you know, Night City, is Badlands. Bigger Badlands, in a sense, and more content in the Badlands. I don't know how to say it. Like, I want to have a lot of content outside of the city rather than just kind of being on, like, the, you know, because you have missions in the Badlands, obviously, especially with all the Caldos and everything else, with River and all of that at the end. But I still wish, like, maybe in the sequel, there's more nomads, there's different nomad clans, and, you know, you get to experience more of that nomad life. For me, that's it. But Night City is Night City. That's always gonna be the city of Cyberpunk. Always. There are places to expand, but the thing is, if you're talking about Cyberpunk, you have to talk about other cities from the lore, where other cities are not really like Night City. So if you had a game in DC, or if you had a game anywhere else from the Cyberpunk universe, it wouldn't be the same as a corporate city of Night City. It's not really the same feeling. You could, of course, do crazy stories with it, but I think NC is gonna stay as is, you know. I just want to see pirates. Yeah, I mean, when it comes to nomad clans, there could be a lot more done with that. Imagine Night City, but with the graphics and light from Matrix. Now, well, to be honest, like in general, right now, the light and everything in Cyberpunk is great, especially if you're playing with pad tracing. But yeah, I feel you. I mean, Unreal Engine 5 looks insane. So we'll see how they do it. Yeah. My favorite iconic weapon? Malorian, I think. Classic from Johnny. There's also the Ogo now. But yeah, I don't know. I like Malorian a lot, if you're referring to that. In lore, you have like 7 nations of nomads. Where are they? Well, they're throughout US. I mean, it depends really. Like some of them, like we also, like when you're talking about lore, you also have to take into account Red. Because 2020 was written long time ago, and Cyberpunk Red kind of revised a lot of those elements and some of the stories which were present in 2020. So going from Cyberpunk Red, we could see more, you know, nomad nations. But right now, I mean, we only got raids, which is not really a nation. It's, yeah, it's somewhat of a nation, but it's still more like a, you know, bandits, if you want to call them that way. But we had all the Caldos and that's it. But yeah. GTA 6 will be totally different than Cyberpunk. I mean, yes, of course. Like GTA is just different game to Cyberpunk. It's GTA is GTA, Cyberpunk is Cyberpunk. Is there anything happening on with Cdpr? Let me see if they tweeted something else. Pretty sure not, but okay. Got some messages, okay. So they shared a new image. Oh, to-do list. Hang out with my partner, take the metro to Alexander Street, check out newly opened highway, listen to Never Fade Away for 100th time on my radio port, check out what's new on the streets. Okay, so that's the to-do list from V to V. That's what they tweeted. But yeah, they're adding a lot of stuff which was missing from before. Yeah, I mean, people, it's kind of like, you know, comparing GTA to, like, GTA is its own thing, you know. I'm curious what graphics, yeah. We'll see. I mean, graphically, Cyberpunk is pretty advanced with a lot of things you can do in it, and especially like with path tracing and all of that, because every single like tech channel now, they use Cyberpunk for benchmarking now. Walkman are a game changer since the music is great, but you can only listen to it in the car. Yeah, I mean, still funny that it's a Walkman, you know, it's 2077, you cannot just have like an interface in front of you and like do the radio. It's still funny that it's like, but you know, that's Cyberpunk, especially like Mike's Cyberpunk was always kind of a mix between like realistic stuff and then retro stuff and then, you know, being all of that in the future. But they did a nice job to modernize Cyberpunk, because technically, like, Cyberpunk is not that modern if you take a look at images from 2020. It's still, you know, it's from the 80s and 90s. There is a specific style to it. But I think Cdpr did a very nice job with Mike on actually modernizing Night City in general, like in the cars and everything. It still maintains that classic Cyberpunk look to it. Like, the cars use Chew 2. It's not gonna be some electric stuff. It's still gonna be the raw engine, you know, so those are the things, the combinations, you know, something what I like. 80s future tech, yeah, I mean, the outlook on tech changed a lot, especially now with some of the stuff. But Mike Pondsmith was actually one of the first people who actually said in his book, like he was thinking, okay, maybe in the future people are not gonna be having giant dials on the phone, they're gonna be using like a screen. So he thought about that like in the 80s, before you had touch screens and all of that. Yeah, so for now FSR 3 wasn't announced. We have to wait for the full patch notes for that to see. Because usually there is a lot in like the patch notes which gets included, which doesn't really get the spotlight. That was with 2.0. They added a lot of things, and they weren't really included either in the red stream, and they weren't even included some of them in the patch notes. But we have to wait for that. What I think about getting Metro, I like it. Especially if it was just a Metro that you rode alone, like from point A to point B, I would say okay. But it's nice that they added a whole like platoon of NPCs inside. You know, you have a guy who's approaching you, trying to sell you something or asking for money, or classic when you enter a Metro. Classic, but I like it. I like it because they went overboard and they made, like, we'll see how much people are gonna be using that, but I'm pretty sure I'm gonna be using that, because one thing that I like to do in Cyberpunk now is remove all of the HUD. Remove the minimap, remove this, remove that, and just explore the city. I mean, I like doing that in both Red Dead Redemption, in GTA, and all of that. Every single open world game that I play, if you actually want to learn the world, remove the don't fast travel and remove the minimap and use actual signs. It's great. So good, especially like Red Dead Redemption 2 without using the map. So good. So immersive. New playthrough, yeah. So this new playthrough is going to be on Twitch, which I'm going to do, and there's going to be a vote on which life path I'm gonna be going with. So that's gonna be decided by you. FSR 3 is literally free optimization. Would be stupid if they don't do it. I mean, I'm pretty sure they will. Pretty sure they will. And also bosses. I'm also interested to see like if they did something with Oda and those boss fights. We'll see. We'll see. Because right now, like, the biggest focus is, I think, on Adam Smasher, but Elden Ring exploration is GOAT. Yeah, I like Elden Ring exploration. You know, but it's well designed. I mean, but it's also similar in Cyberpunk. Like, you see something on the horizon, you're gonna be going to explore it. But I like especially when maps get revealed rather than having a full map right away. Do you think this is the last update? I thought 2.0 was going to be the last feature update, and it was supposed to be. They said it. 2.0, or before 2.0, 1.7, when it was called that, was supposed to be the last feature update. Why they did this with 2.0? I don't know, maybe they had some free time to do it. But yeah, I'm glad that they did. I still want that casino in North Oak. Yeah, it does really seem like when you go there, when you explore it, especially no clip mode, it's so like, you could see it was just scrapped because they didn't have time for it, or maybe they just decided against it. But that North Oak stuff would be really good. But I think after 2.1, because this is connected with Ultimate Edition, I think after this we're getting 1 to 3 more patches, because there's probably gonna be some issues happening with 2.1, so they're gonna be fixing that. So 2-3 more patches and that's it. I mean, for The Witcher, for example, Witcher 3 Next Gen update, it doesn't have any more updates. Like, if you go to Steam DP right now, it's empty. So that's probably coming with mod editor, and maybe they do a patch then. But we're slowly getting to an end of just patching and stuff. He's really about to smash? I hope so. Because Smasher was pretty weak before. Or at least, not weak, but if you just, you know, easy to fight. Iconic weapon, Nokia phone. Maybe they won the best ongoing game award. Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised if they win that. I think CD Projekt Red got the resurge of energy after positivity of Phantom Liberty, so they added more features to capitalize. That's actually a very good thinking. Yeah, because when you have people actually going like, you know, with all positivity now, especially going from the release and how many problems they were getting from the community back then, I wouldn't be surprised, like you say, it's basically like this energy that they have, and they're gonna be, you know, pushing forward to surprise people even more, which I think is nice, and hopefully they do that in the future as well. But I'm just still worried about races. I'm still worried about if the races are gonna be interesting, and if those races, not interesting, if AI is gonna be able to follow us. We've seen some of the snippets. I can see that, you know, right now they're gonna be having weaponized systems so they can shoot at you properly, especially after AI was revised in 2.0. So maybe it was gonna be fun. We'll see. We'll see. Hey, Jure, thank you so much for being a member for 12 months. Sorry I'm late. What did I miss? Guess I'll rewatch. Yeah, you missed a lot. So, metro system, repeatable racing events, better bosses. What else did they say they added? Yeah, you can now throw stuff from the bike. There's gonna be 5 new bikes. There's gonna be new cars, and yeah. So it's like the game doesn't really have car customization, because I think it comes down to the cars that they have. Depends how like cars are done and how are they modeled, and if they can be like changed, because not every game is designed in a way where you can just change, like flip stuff around, like you know. People compare it to Rockstar a lot, but keep in mind Rockstar is they made that open world formula. They designed it. They made it into what it is today. So they have the knowledge, plus they have the money now, and they have the talent, like, you know, to have all of those things in their games, which, let's say, people were asking for Cyberpunk, but it's not the same engine. It doesn't work the same way. So yeah. Where can I watch the stream recording? So you can go to twitch.tv/cdprojektred, go to videos, and they're going to have their own VOD there, so you can check it out. And I'm pretty sure they're going to upload it to YouTube in like an hour or so. Car should be able to be customized. I love car customization. I think that's great, but maybe in the future. Look, when it comes to like Cyberpunk in the future, besides a new single player game, I really want a multiplayer experience for Cyberpunk for a few reasons. Because after all, it's based on a pen and paper RPG. It's always like you always have a group of people playing it, like for example Baldur's Gate 3 does. I love multiplayer in Baldur's Gate 3. It's so good because you can again role play the character which you want, and there's a very nice dynamic to it. But imagine that in Cyberpunk. Obviously, it shouldn't ever meddle with the single player mode, ever. Single player for me is always going to be the king, but it would be nice if there was some sort of a multiplayer role-playing experience, because, you know, it goes along with the original game, and if it's done right, it can be done here as well. But keep in mind that multiplayer requires a lot of updates, and it can be make it or break it. Like, they can release a multiplayer which is bad, simple as that, and that's a big risk. So we'll see. But I would never want, you know, multiplayer to reign over single player, especially with CD Projekt Red. But it's inevitable. They want to go into multiplayer. They said it multiple times to their investors. It's just something that we cannot escape, and it's something which is going to happen. It's just how it is. I love single player games, but you have to realize that companies now, they don't want only single player experience. That's not me. That's just what industry is. You know, right now we're going back to single player games because they're finally realizing that people like single player games, and single player games can make money. But oh boy, they look at multiplayer games and they see all of that microtransactions and all of that, and it's Cdpr is not going to be immune to that. Right now, they don't have those microtransactions in that sense. Gwent has them. So there is a way to have in-game purchases in that game. But I'm pretty sure if multiplayer ever comes out, it's going to have something similar to it. It's just how it is. It's just how sadly it is, and it's going to be the case. Because keep in mind, I don't know if people know that, but people who are against microtransactions or people who talk about microtransactions, we are in minority. Your regular gamers, people who don't really care about the industry, they just like to play games, they don't pay attention to microtransactions. They actually spend money on microtransactions. If microtransactions were not making money, they wouldn't have them included. But MTX generates huge income, huge revenue stream for little effort. It's just how it is. I mean, like it or not, it's the reality. With all the stuff made for Party in Phantom Liberty, they can easily do the casino in North. Well, I know easily, but I would love it as well. I would love to have some sort of a gambling stuff. Because PvP keeps games alive longer. I mean, depends if it's PvP, PvE, if you're grinding for something. It really depends. We need a Battle Royale, please don't. Like, I'm done with Battle Royale games. And you know what I'm also done with? Souls-like. I know it's not a popular opinion, but if I see a bonfire in a game, I just don't play that game. I'm just done with Souls-like, man. Don't get me wrong, I like some of them, and I like playing them, but I'm kind of fed up with Souls-like games. If I see a bonfire or anything closely resembling a bonfire, man, I just lose it. I don't know. It's like every single dev right now, they're trying so hard to recreate this Souls-like experience, and sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, but it's just, like respawning enemies all the time. It's like, not every single game works that way. Not every game is interesting in that way. Maybe it's just it's overcrowded with Souls-like games right now. Like if From Software releases their game, I play it. But there is a lot of, you know, Souls-like games being released. It's a lot. Metro goes to North Oak, so the building, I would love it. You see, Remnant 2, I have to play, like, Remnant 2 arrived to Game Pass, so I'm gonna be downloading it. I did play 1, and I liked it, so maybe I'll enjoy Remnant 2 and how it is, but generally, like, I'm done with Souls-like games, man. At least for the time being. What time is it dropping? December 5th. It's because Souls-like games is just mind-numbing combat. Yeah, I mean, depends. Like, I don't have a problem with difficulty Souls-like games offer, and I enjoy difficult games. But it's just the whole systems are becoming boring now. I just want something else now. That's why I'm looking forward to, like, new Gothic remake. Hopefully they're gonna do a good job at it, at the remake. Maybe they don't, we'll see. Hopefully they do, because I want more people to play Gothic. But I don't know. I mean, Elden Ring is technically a Souls game. It is. But it was, because it's open world, I think I liked it a lot. Maybe it's because of that. Maybe because it was so open, I enjoyed it a lot, and I wasn't really feeling it like a classic Souls-like game. But it's just, you know, how open it was and how I was able to do this or that. Bloodborne, yeah. I tried Bloodborne on PS5, but damn, like the resolution and the frame rates, man. It's just a bother to play right now. Hopefully they update that. Because it's just so dumb for not updating, like, Bloodborne. But yeah, when it comes to content, I think this is the last content update. Witcher was very well done, yeah. Yeah, but Witcher doesn't have that bonfire, so it's like respawning enemies experience. I don't know. I'm not a fan of that all the time. Depends. Plays in casino, loses money, goes in debt only to do the gig washing dishes. Don't worry, you can just do courier missions and go back to it. Yeah, but I like, for example, yeah, the Witcher 3 formula, just open world, just go on it and explore. I like that. I like that a lot. And then do quests naturally through it, without, you know, respawning enemies all the time. I like that system a lot. I mean, generally, if it has grind in it, I'm kind of a that guy. But yeah. All right, so I'm going back to Mega Man Battle Work after my GT run. I see. So that's pretty much it for today. We've been live for more than 2 hours. There is a lot that they covered. I'm going to have a video on this tomorrow with all of the updates and, you know, obviously with some of the features that they talked about. So we're gonna go through everything which is coming out on December 5th, and on December 5th obviously I will have a video showcasing properly all of the new features, the metro, the racing, and we're going to review it. Hopefully racing is gonna be fun. I think The Witcher could work in Souls-like format though, maybe a hot take, but I don't know, maybe I'm just tired of Souls-like. But maybe it would be, you know, it would be probably something similar to like Elden Ring in that open world environment and to Star Wars, maybe. But yeah. All right, thank you all for coming. Thank you for stopping by. Hopefully everyone enjoyed the stream. I know I did, and it's always fun to interact with the community. Thank you for all of the birthday wishes. Thank you a lot. It really means a bunch, and I'm glad everyone enjoyed this. So stay classy, chums. Don't forget to check us out on Twitter and Discord. Don't forget to subscribe and like the video for more. If you want to have, you know, if you want to see more coverage of Cyberpunk and other RPG games, which I'm going to be starting soon. But yeah, thank you for stopping by. Thank you for taking the time of your day to be here. It's much appreciated. And yeah, this is LKM signing out. Stay classy, chums, and bye-bye. See ya.